Hi guys, today I'm going to read Where the Wild Things Are, Story in Pictures by Maurice Sendak. Now these guys can look kind of scary, and Christy always tells us that if you're feeling a little scared through a story, maybe you can find someone's hand to hold. So if these guys kind of scare you, remember they're just pictures that you can hold. Maybe you can hold someone's hand while I read the story. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another, his mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. His face looks a little upset. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew and grew and grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around him. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible teeth and gnashed their terrible teeth, rolled their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into their eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." And they had a wild rumpus. "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild thing off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely and wanted to be somewhere where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away, across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. The end. Thank you to listening to the story today. I hope you guys are doing well, and maybe you'll have a wild rumpus. Bye.